Hello there. Welcome to the stream. And if you are here, you probably fell for my rage bait. And that is that it appears that I would be using AI to beat a Slay the Spire run, which is not what I'm going to be doing. I am going to be using, well, I wanted to use some mods to export data about my runs and see if AI could identify mistakes that I'm not seeing, because I'm getting to the point where I'm having trouble identifying why I'm losing as much as I am. But the mod that I was going to use, which is STS2 combat log mod via Nexus Vortex, I guess it isn't compatible with the latest update to this game, and it seems to be all quiet on the Western Front since March on the Nexus page. So until that gets updated, seems like, to be fair, it's one person doing it. I am going to be just using something that is significantly less granular, and that is called Scry, which is a program that you can download from the internet and install on your computer and run in the background, and it pulls a bunch of data about your runs. I also have the adventure log mod installed, and we'll be looking at that a little bit, but you can't export it, so I don't really know. I'm not really too sure what people are doing with that. I'm curious what the purpose is, because the exporting to me seems like the whole point, but this mod, although it works, doesn't do that. So I can't. I mean, for getting AI, you might want to run analysis on it with code or something. I'm just using AI to shortcut that because I find it boring. But I don't really know what you could do with just the adventure log being present during the run and then kind of disappearing after. So hopefully the other mod gets updated. In the meantime, we have Scry, and I'm recording this. So I thought I'd start with a brand new profile, go back to basics, because where I started to really hit a plateau was around region A8, really, if we're being honest, but A9 for sure. And it making me question my approach to the game. Particularly, I assumed that the issue was with, things happening between combat. Card reward picks, in particular, I figured were the problem. But I'm starting to suspect, from having really gotten analytical about it lately, that it might actually be in-combat mistakes that are ending my runs, which is kind of surprising. I don't think that's super common to be a mistake, especially if you're not somebody who is getting very advanced and getting a lot of Ascension 10 streaks. I mean, at that point, you might be able to keep your streaks longer by improving your in-combat skills, but I think I just have the kind of mind that really overlooks basic stuff in combat and makes silly mistakes. Yeah. Another thing is that I don't have the kind of stuff memorized at this point that most players would have memorized long ago at this point. I just don't pick up on it. I don't know, I can't name all the elites in each act that you can encounter, not even the bosses really, without thinking about it for a long time. I don't know the turn cycles. I can't name easy pool versus hard pool for each act, what events to expect, things like that. So I'm going to be using the Slay the Spire 2 wiki and a second monitor to try and look at that while I'm playing, get some sense of what's coming next, and maybe I'll start to remember. But yeah, I'm just not picking up on those patterns, and I think that's hurting me too. I do a really bad job with things like knowing when to stun the terror eel, and that really messes me up and costs me a lot of health that I think anybody at a much lower number of hours in the game would have learned to easily circumvent by now. So we're going to start here with Ironclad. I do not need a tutorial. And we are going to skip the very first Niao relic, and here we are in the Overgrowth. So, thinking about pathing, and I do watch Caleb Gannon videos from time to time, and that is how I do my pathing. He recommends 3 elites in Act 1, 2 after the chest line here, so I'll do his little trick. It is so weird to me to be doing this without a pen, and I actually have a walk-on tablet here that I should connect if I do another stream. And then one before. So the only ones, this is actually not bad because you have an elite here with a fire, which is good because you want to be able to heal up after. So those two aren't bad. And then looks like for you want to fire between your two elites, it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to do that. But at Ascension 0, part of me is tempted to just take the extra campfire. But I don't think I'll do that. I'll probably see if I can go this way. Is that possible? I could connect back here or there. Let's see. I don't know if I want to take a bunch of events early game, so I'm leaning towards this route here. Okay, so we start with our first hallway fight. And here is the adventure log mod. You can have that up. That's going to stress me out, so I'm probably not going to... What on earth is happening? Is anyone seeing this? Why do I have one strike? Uh-oh. I fear that shit is borked. Let's see about this. Safe's coming early. The other thing I could do is disable all of these mods because who cares, right? So maybe I'll do that. And we'll go dark for a second while I dig into my Steam and see about getting rid of... How do I do this? I have to go to the Steam workshop? Yeah. And go to my... Do I have a workshop library? All of this stuff is new to me. Subscribed items. Can't unsubscribe from Adventure Log. So that's that one. Close that. And then if I go to my Vortex. Oh, whoops. Okay. I guess we're just going to start opening stuff. Love that for Windows. Can close off those mods. Just me in the dark. And disable. I had unified save paths and the combat log. I also had to edit my launch settings for Slay Spire 2 because it would not open on my PC at all. Speaking of which, if you hear any weird noises... Oh yeah, I am new here. Hi. Yes, I am. I did not think anyone would join, so I wasn't looking at that. So, let's see here. Thank you for watching. We're back in the game. Are you a fan? Yeah, me too. Okay, now we have all of our cards, so this is a good sign. So what I would do here... Alright, I'm going to look up the cycle for this Nibbit. And see if... what its cycle is. Okay, so it looks like it will first do 12 damage, then it's going to do fewer. So I think I'm going to full block on this turn. That seems to make sense to me. Actually, my favorite character is Defect. That's a great question. So Vicky says, what's your favorite character? Mine is Defect and Ironclad, and I'm saying mine is Defect for sure. As I don't know if you caught the beginning of the stream, I didn't see when you started chatting, but when I started playing, I had a really hard time because I'm not good at remembering stuff that's not in front of my face. I like Defect because the orbs are visible all the time. You don't have to like keep clicking into your deck to remember what's in your deck or what's coming up in my draw pile. So I really like Defect. I was first kind of averse to the status builds because it was kind of confusing thinking about like, you know, like I want to create status cards because it's good. Like, that was very unintuitive for me, but I actually find it really nice now because so many of the enemies and bosses and elites in particular in this sequel give you statuses, so it's nice to be able to turn those into something good. So, but Ironclad's good. My husband is an Ironclad main. He loves Ironclad, and it's a good one to learn on. So, what do you like about Defect and Ironclad? And while you tell me that, I will full block here. And I've never streamed before, so it's going to be hard to do two things at the same time, I fear. 6. Okay, so we can block and strike. That makes sense, right? We take 1. Alright, great. So now he is not doing anything, so I will hit him for the full 18, but he'll only take 13 because of his annoying little shield. I'm gonna keep our damage under 6. See, now he's doing 14. This is gonna be 8 plus 9 is 17. That's perfect. Okay. So that's the end of him. Well, thank you. Thought about not showing my face, but I thought I could bait. I'm trying to get better at this game. I'm getting really frustrated with it, so I thought maybe if I show that I'm a girl, a bunch of angry men will show up and tell me what I'm doing wrong. Bash, setup, strike. Okay. So this will do 7 and this will do 8 after. So we can get rid of this guy easily, and then we can block and we don't have to take any damage. So we're still at full health. That's good. I like Defect for the orb mechanics and Ironclad for the raw strength. Yeah, the orb mechanics are so fun. I like Defect the most. Did you play the first game? I like Defect the most in that one too, because I feel like the orbs were even more prominent in Defect in the first game. Because now it seems like in the sequel, currently, the status build is a lot more prominent and there's fewer things to do with orbs. But that's just my opinion. I don't know if that's really true. Okay, we'll get rid of... Oh, man. See, this is a tough choice. I think this is where I mess up. Because he's going to do 12, and the most block I can do is 10. But I could also kill this guy and take off 4, and then I'd take 8. I'd take 3. So I could take 2 if I block. If I full block, I could take 2 and hit him for 6. But if I kill him, I would take 3. So I think what I want to do is this. Even though it seems unintuitive. Long time now, my PC broken. Yeah, my PC is having problems too. It took me a long time to even be able to run this at all. So I feel that. Oh, this is a great turn. I can do this. Alright, I think we're going to get out of here having taken 2 damage. And we'll heal back up because of the burning blood. Well, wait, am I speaking too soon? 7 plus 8. Ooh, that's not going to be enough. So I will actually just do that. Oh, but he was vulnerable. I forgot. Oh, no. I might have killed it. Oh, come on. So annoying. Any goals for my Twitch journey? No, I don't. I didn't think anybody was gonna watch, so I'm just like shocked that I'm talking to people. And I'm wondering, yeah, that's interesting. I just want people to tell me what I'm doing wrong so that I become someone who has a streak of like 10 on here. Thank you for following. Doing well, doing well. Hi Lyra, do you like this game? Okay, now here's a question. This is important. I want to take Anger because that's the one that I like, but I don't think that's the one. I don't know. This doesn't seem like a good idea because it's AoE. This is scaling and I feel like we're too early in the game for scaling. I don't have any multi-attacks. I don't know if I want to spec into an HP loss build yet. I think I'm going to go for Anger. My plan for today... Can I do this? What is this? Click to reply. That's weird. I'm sorry, I don't know how to use Twitch. I was going to use YouTube, but then YouTube put me on a cooldown for some reason, so my plan for today is to try and finish this run. I think I'm going to take Anger, because this is going to give me more damage in my deck. Right? I think that makes sense. Whoa, what happened there? What's your plan for today? Doing anything good? Oh, this is another tough one. I think I'm going to take the egg because I want to scale up my damage early game, I think. So I'm doing that. Proceed. Alright, more fights. And we're at full health. We're at full health. This is actually pretty good for me for Ironclad, even though we're at A0. Like, you'd be surprised how bad that I am at this game. So he's not going to... Let me pull up Shrinker Beetle. I always like to call this guy the beetle that makes you small, because I feel like there was some joke in some show about the beach that makes you old from that old movie that M. Night Shyamalan made. And so that's what this beetle makes me think of. Alright, he's going to shrink, then he does 7, 13. Well, yeah, 7 and 13. Okay. Alright, you can suggest all kinds of stuff for me. I know my camera setup and audio is abysmal. Again, I thought I would stream this and get some angry dudes telling me what I was doing wrong, so I didn't think there would be supportive people in the chat. So feel free to let me know any tips you have. And I will see if I can make some headway on this beetle. I do have Discord, yes. Alright, 7. Oh, I think I'm going to kill him. Wow, perfected it. Okay. I'm taking Dismantle here. I like the idea of going towards Vulnerable. I already have a Vulnerable card that does 2 Vulnerable as part of my starter deck. So I think this is not a bad idea. Okay, Victoria Kinsley 1, please add you. Alright, I'll put that on my to-do list for later today. Thank you for watching, though. Appreciate it. Lyra, I like Defect the most. We were talking about that with Vicky. What is your favorite character? Oh, these guys suck. Okay, so what's the strategy here? They're going to hit me for 12. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to full block, so I only take 2. Then I will hit... What is the Inklet cycle here? Let me look. Because if they're all going to be hitting... Yeah, 3, 2 by 3, and 10. Oh boy, okay, so they're all at different spots in the cycle. Yeah, the Doom is nice. The Doom is great, actually. I didn't get it at first. I thought it was like bad poison, because I was used to playing silent, but my husband noticed. See, these are the things I don't notice. This is why I'm here. Is my husband noticed that the Doom applies, like you can get a lot more Doom a lot faster than poison. So that's what makes Doom kind of balanced against versus poison. I don't know. It's not my favorite, and I have this weird thing where I feel bad for Asti. Hey, Vicky. I'm going to wait until I finish my run, I think, for that, because I don't want to have to step away. Asti build. I mean, that seems like the main build that you're supposed to do. Like, you're not supposed to take any damage with Necro. Why do I have 10 block here? So should I hit... Okay, so this one's going to do 10 next. So I think I want to start getting rid of this one. I hit him, and then... I guess this is arbitrary. I'll just hit the one with the most damage so I can start doing damage on it. I'm going to take 2. Alright, and we got our delightful egg. Alright, and we've got 1. Oh, so this didn't do what I thought it was going to do. This one actually went backward to 3 from 2 by 3. So I wonder if it's going to go back up, and I should have hit this one first. I've got very little block. I almost wonder... So I can kill this one for sure. But then I've got 13 left. So I almost wonder. No, I don't have enough block. I think the best thing to do is this. Yeah, I saw your message. I just mentioned that I'm going to do it after I finish the run. I'm not going to stop and do something else in the middle of the run, but I will add you. I have the same username there as here. Yeah, oh yeah, the Doom build and Soul Cycling build are good. Oh, this sucks. I don't know as much about that. I know in multiplayer sometimes I play with my friends and they play as Necro and they can give me Soul, and that's pretty fun. I like that. Oh my gosh, this couldn't have gone worse if I'd tried. Well, it probably could have. So this is going to get rid of him. And then I'm going to take 3 more. I don't think Fire Potion is worth tossing over 3. Thank you for understanding, Vicky. Very sweet. Defend, defend. I don't have to take any damage. And then, you know, unless I draw some BS, I should be able to... Yeah, okay, we're good. Goodbye, Inklet. Alright, 11 gold, and what are we going to take? I'm liking Stomp. I think this is great. This gives me AoE, and it has good synergy with some of the other relics. Like, last run I had Ornamental Fan, and it was good with that. Yeah, I'm going to take Stomp, I think. This one's pretty good, but it's just not a lot of block, and I would need to upgrade it. This is good for card draw, which I don't have yet, but I think... Where are we? We are in the Undergrowth. And in the Undergrowth, let's see, we've done 4 combats. We're out of the easy pool. So, what is in the Undergrowth? Let me look on the Wikipedia. And I should be pulling up the wiki for you guys, and I'm not doing a good job with that. This is my first time streaming to Twitch. Overgrowth, sorry. Overgrowth and Underdocks, right? Alright, so what this says is the first 3 encounters, which we've done. And now, yeah, we have some AoE. We've got the Ruby Raiders, Leaf Slimes, oh, the fucking Flyconid guy, the Jack's Fruit. Yeah, there's a lot of AoE, so I think that's all the more reason to be taking the Stomp. Lyra, the title is, well, I wanted to run, I explained this at the beginning. I was trying to run this with a mod called Slay the Spire 2 Combat Mod Log, that stores every little piece of data about your run, like every card you play on every turn, like way more than just where you went, what you fought, what relics you took, what your deck was like at each hallway and room and whatever. Like everything. And I was going to export it and upload it to ChatGPT and say like, hey, are you seeing any patterns here about like where I'm going wrong in combat? Because I think most people go wrong between combat, but from what I can tell, like whenever I watch videos by, for example, Caleb Gannon that talk about the mistakes you make between combat, which are the biggest mistakes that end the most runs for most people, I don't think, I had assumed that was my weakness, but I'm starting to think it's not, because I'm seeing now that in combat I'm making mistakes that most even early players don't make. So it's kind of like what I was saying earlier about Defect being my favorite character because I can see the orbs in front of me. My brain just doesn't really work the way most people's does, I don't think. And so I think I'm making in-combat mistakes that are costing me a lot of HP and preventing me from getting where I want to go in the game. So I made this kind of clickbait, rage bait title about using AI because I figured it would piss people off. Oh, you're using AI to get through your Slay the Spire 2 runs. How dare you? This is worse than safe scumming. And then everyone would come in angry, and then I get all these angry people in my chat who would tell me how to get better at the game. And that didn't happen. I got supportive people who are nice. But I haven't actually used the AI yet because the mod didn't work. And I have this other program on my computer that you can download for free called Scry that just runs in the background, and it gets a lot of data. So once the run's done, I'm going to put that into AI, and we'll see what ChatGPT has to say to me about my run and what it thinks I may have done wrong during the run. So I'm not going to get the granular feedback I'd hoped for, but I have found that it's pretty good at referencing the Slay the Spire 2 wiki on my pro membership, so we're going to see. It'll be a fun experiment. Hi, Coco. Thank you for checking out the stream. This is my very first stream, very first Twitch anything. This is not My first time playing Slay the Spire 2. I love this game. I have over 200 hours in it, but I have a fresh profile and I'm doing a clean run, Ascension 0. Yeah, well, no, I don't know if you've ever been on Instagram and you've seen, like, this is also why I have my face. Like, I thought about not having it, but it's like if I just put myself down here and it's like a girl playing Slay the Spire with AI in the title, there's going to be all these angry men that swarm into the chat and tell me everything that I'm doing wrong, and then I'm going to get really good at the game. So it's like, the best way on the internet to find out the right answer to something is to share the wrong answer confidently and get people to correct you. Playing this game is a good choice. I love this game. This is my favorite game. This is the only game that I play. I am not much of a gamer, TBH. But I'm going to have to keep fighting this guy. So we full block. We're down, 68. This is not so good. Oh, and we have no block. Bummer, but at least we can do this. We'll hit him as much as we can. And we're going to take 14 right on the chin. Ouch. Okay. And okay, the good thing is, let's see, I forgot to check the cycle on the Mauler here. Bam, dead. That could have been worse. Strength potion, add a card to my deck. All right. Here's where we start thinking. We've got a vulnerable build kind of thing coming on. Thunderclap isn't bad for that. But Rage is 0, and it also gives us some block, which is something that we're missing. And I think we're going to need some block for this boss fight because he does a lot of damage. Well, you can't hardly even hit him, so you have to kind of endure for a while. And I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, what elites are here in the overgrowth? Statue, Birdonus, and the Frog Parasite. It's good to have block for that too. So I think I'm going to take the Rage. I sometimes play Minecraft. I've played Spiritfarer, but I haven't finished it because I didn't really want the game to end. And I played the first game of this, but not nearly as much as this one. I find this one a lot more compelling and interesting and fun. So that's it. How about you? Do you have any recommendations? Because since I'm not a gamer, I didn't grow up playing games, I don't have any skill with controllers or mice or WASD, so I can't really play dexterity games very well. It's kind of like trying to learn a second language when you're 30. So I just prefer to play games that are like math, which is something that I did get to learn as a kid. Oh, Birdonus. I think a strength potion for a boss fight is a good idea, so I'll take that. One of my problems has been not taking my potions. Oh, this is gonna suck. I almost wonder if I should do this instead. Is this gonna work out? No, it's only gonna go down to 1. Oh, I've really done it this time. Yikes. That was a bad turn. This is why I lose. Have I played Pal World? No, but my husband plays that game and it seems really fun. Do you play it? Doesn't seem to, yay. I had Sown on Anger in my last run and I missed that so much. I heard they were getting a new update soon, like they were a huge update. So my husband actually paused playing it with his friend until the new update since so much stuff is going to change. Do you know when that's coming out? Alright, bash. Oh, no. Should I do? Okay, this is where you look here. Oh, great. This is where you look here. I mean, Dismantle's coming at some point, right? But I feel like it's probably better to block a little bit, isn't it? Probably. I don't know. This is where I mess up. Look at all this damage I'm taking. Ouch! I should have taken more block, maybe. And there's Dismantle. This would have killed it. Instead, I'm going to take... Okay. The update is out already? Oh, I should tell my husband. He would be interested to know that. Okay, I've not taken Bludgeon. I don't have that kind of energy. Pyre I like. But I need block. I don't have a lot of use for Pyre yet. I don't have a lot of high energy cards except for Bash. So I think I'm going to take Evil Eye. I've never taken this before. Alright, time for our next hallway fight. We are not doing great on HP. 45. Is the new update fun? Is it like everything you hoped it would be? It's nice. My husband said they were in a lawsuit with Pokemon because it was a similar-ish game. Bash. Okay. What can I do here? 9, and then this will do 10. 11. That's 20. Well, that's sure not going to kill anybody, is it? 17. This is a real bummer, and this is on Ascension 0 for those of you just joining. What is the cycle on these guys? Let me look. The Ruby Raiders. Axe Raider. Okay. Well, he's not one of them. Assassin Raider. Wait a minute. That's not her. This must be old art because I think... Okay. Assassin Raider. She's going to do 11 and then 12. And then the Brute is going to do 7 and then 3. This Tracker's who I'm curious about. What is he going to do? Yeah, he's not so bad. I'm not going to worry about him. I don't call them, I call them Pokemon. They're mods, but you can add Pokemons to the game. Okay, well, no wonder they were upset about that. That kind of makes sense, in my opinion. Here's a crazy idea. What if I did that? Wait, no. Okay. I'm going to hit this guy. Well, that's probably the wrong thing to do. Probably should have hit the one with the most HP. But I'm not going to be taking any damage because I just wasted my block potion on a hallway fight. Let's see if that was a good idea. Just didn't seem like the time to be taking. Are you kidding me? Oh, and I'm frail on top of everything. This is disgusting. I miss being regent. This is gonna hurt. The pals and Pokemon are pretty similar. Do they fight each other? Because my husband was saying you can use them to get resources and stuff. But... Three? Wait, he's dead. Great. So awesome. I'm so fucking tempted to fire potion. But I'm not. I'm going to just take this because guess what? We are going to rest soon. No upgrades for me. So I think this is a classic example of where hopefully AI will help me understand. Hey, anybody remember this card that I took? Just now showing up? What a mess. I have not exhausted a card this turn. I don't have any synergy with that. This guy's doing 18. I'm just going to block and smack her. Yeah, I get that that wasn't like actually Pokemon. That it's just similar. But I was wondering, like, do they fight each other? So that's interesting to know. Alright, we can hit that. We can do bam, bam. We still don't have to take any damage this time. This guy's so annoying because if you have Regent, you just Falling Star him and you don't even have to worry. You don't have to worry. You don't even think about it. I need Spite. Yeah, this will work out mathematically. Goodbye. Too little, too late. Would you ever play this game? Battle Trance? Should I take that? Or should I take True Grit to work with my... No, no, no. That's not how you think about it. Don't be the synergy guy with the synergy hat. I think we want more damage. This is a little more energy. Where are we going? Who's next? A couple of rests and an elite. And the elites are... See, I can't remember the elites still for this stupid game that everybody knows, but I don't know. Effigy, Berdonis, and the Frog Parasite. What have I got in here again? This is why I like Defect. Yeah, some card draw might be nice, but I'm just not sure. I think I'm going to take Uppercut. More damage is usually a good choice, all things being equal. Yeah, do you play Slay the Spire 2? Or 1? One is not so bad. Alright, I better rest just in case. And then I will try and hatch that stupid egg. Oh, the temptation. Okay. What are we getting in our relic chest here? Uh-oh. Okay. This isn't bad. for Ironclad. I've been liking this, surprisingly. I think plating's a little ass. I miss what it was in Slay the Spire 1. There was a version. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, I think you asked me what my favorite character was, which kind of implied that you have a favorite, which is Necro. Yeah, the OG people don't like it as much. I think it's harder or less interesting, and I kind of tend to agree. I barely did a 0 for all of the characters and then kind of quit because it was just a lot. Okay, that's like a pretty obvious thing to do there. Alright, 4x4. Do that. Even though I'm not going to use it, I don't think, because I plan to block. Oh no, wait. Nope. See, that's one of those mistakes. I'm going to get 3 block at the end of my turn from this Gorget? Alright. Hey, that kind of worked out. But the thing is, I don't know when to kill this guy. I want to kill him now. Right? Yeah, that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Because if I do that, then I can swoop one of these guys, right? 15. Alright, so strike 15. So I'll hit this one. And then which one has the most? I think I'm going to fire potion this one. Because, like, why even bother with it? Alright, I think we're in pretty good shape. So kind of what I want to do here is strike this one so I take no damage immediately. Vuln that one. And then I can hit this one. And you may think, like, oh, why take the infections? Well, I don't think they're going to be an immediate problem. I'd be surprised if I can't kill both of these on the next turn. So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, and I should be able to, right? Strike. And uppercut. And that's the end of it. Did I even take damage in that fight? I think I did not. I think that was a perfect. Ornamental fan. This is good for a draw. I like this for some scaling. I mean, we're on floor 12. We're past the treasure chest line. Maybe a little scaling wouldn't hurt. I think I'm going to take this. I don't know. But I'm not sure if my logic is that sound. Okay, we got some block. I think the thing to do here, well, I almost want to do, because then I can upgrade the rampage and get that going, but I can still have enough energy to block, so I don't take any damage. Oh, I had the Gorget. Alright, 14 is an ugly number. And I can pop through the block there and get my anger going. I only take 1 because of the Gorget. I should look up how that's pronounced. Rage. Of course that's 15. I think we're gonna have to do it even though it's a bit of a waste. Okay, then at least I don't have to take any damage. Really don't have to take any damage. Alright. Oh, and this will work out because he is at his... No, this is great. I can't quite stomp, but that's fine because I should be able to kill him next turn because he'll still be vulnerable and only has 7 health. Strike it is. Energy potion, not bad. Whirlwind, I like. But do I have an excuse to take it? No, I don't have much energy going, so I think I'm going to stay away from that, and I'm going to hit the Tremble, because I think the Vulnerable is working for me right now. We'll see if that is good. The good thing about this Tremble, too, is that it exhausts, so even if it's a bad pick, it'll be out of the deck. I do want to do this, because it's good on anger. This would have been, if I'd known this was coming, I probably would have taken Whirlwind. But Whirlwind does have it. I've seen it more than once in a game before, so I bet we'll get another chance. And this is our first turn with Fogmog. This is a standard hallway fight. Try to avoid taking any potions. What's nice about this eye with teeth is that he's only 1 strike's worth of energy. This hits twice. That's, oh my gosh. Why am I like this? Didn't end up mattering, but I definitely should have played that setup strike earlier. That's the kind of thing. Okay, I think now's the time for Pillage to get some draw. Get some extra damage in. We're doing pretty well on health. This burning blood is kind of crazy. Hi, Coco. I'm trying to figure out what to upgrade here right before the Vanta Menace. Should I upgrade Uppercut? No, you know what I should upgrade? Great question. I don't actually know. I am from a place, and that is all I wish to say about the matter. Maybe a Rampage for some scaling. Then again, maybe not. Maybe some block to upgrade. I think maybe a block card, maybe Rage, because I think we're gonna have to really grit our teeth and hang in there for this Phantom. A little friend here. All right, we're doing 7. I like that this applies weak, so I'm gonna do that. And this will hit twice, which is also good. Bam, bam. All right, we're down to 5. Okay, and that. I maybe should have used the energy potion to get 2 more hits in. I don't know. That might have been a mistake. All right. I think what I'm going to do here is just full block, and then sneak that free bird swoop in to get him down to 4 inks. What on earth is that emoji? You see my message? Yeah, I said, I don't want to tell you where I'm from. It's personal information. Oh boy, this is not good. Oh man, okay. We still have 2 more left, but he's gonna, I know this guy's cycle because it's very memorable because of the visual of the tail coming down. That's how I can remember things. So, oh, and there's Rage, of course. Natch. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, now he's super vulnerable and ready to be killed. Ready for the slaughter. How many hours do I play this game? Over 200. I try not to look. Something about hours in a game really freaks me out because that's like hours of your life you can't get back as we slouch towards the grave. So I did happen to glance at that earlier when I was trying to set all this stuff up, but not too pleasant. Alright, 8 block ain't bad. Set up. Oh, this is great. That was a good turn, I think. How about you? You play this game? Are you a player of Slay the Spire 2? Oh, this is perfect. Look how well this is working out for me. 2 here, we can strike, and then look. I got the anger. I almost don't want to play this because it's wasting the zone, but we do need to be... You don't play... What coffee am I drinking? This is... Okay, this is 7-Eleven coffee. And I like to put in the Columbia roast. It's yellow. It's the yellow coffee. It's a bold roast. People think the bold means it's going to be really strong and bitter, but it's actually the light roast that will take the acid, the enamel right off your teeth. They're so acidic. So I take the bold one and then I fill it up depending on how much caffeine I want, maybe halfway, and then the rest I put in caramel macchiato or French vanilla. If they have French vanilla, that's my favorite, the latte machine. And that's because I don't want a full giant thing of caffeine because I am on ADHD medication, and you're not supposed to just be drinking that constantly. And I also like to get the 7-Eleven branded lemon cookies. This is not sponsored because I've never been on Twitch before, nor would it be. I did not put a profile picture because I didn't know what to put, and I didn't think anybody was going to do this, and I thought I'd do it one time and never again. Oh boy. Bash, strike, defend. I guess I think I'm going to do this. Keep the vulnerable coming. This is going to really hurt. But I guess I'll put one eventually, maybe. If this becomes a regular thing. We'll see. This is a disaster. That was not a good turn. I'm only down to 21, so I better kill this guy. Alright. I think uppercut. And then we can strike. Oh yeah, that's the end of him. We were fine. I've seen all these epics already. Why you shouldn't put a profile picture? Yeah, I don't know. Oh wait, you already asked that, sorry. Ooh. I like the look of this. I don't like that. I don't know about this. This is good. I think I'm going to take this because it'll thin out my deck without losing the damage. And the great news is it'll go with this block, so I can get some extra block, which I'll probably need going in Act 2. Do I want to maintain your Twitch account? I don't know. I don't know about maintaining it. This is my first time doing it, so I'm not sure if there's something you're supposed to do. I love very hot cocoa. And I think I'm simply going to take it, because I don't have a lot of need for strength yet, and these wax relics are temporary, which makes me sad. The wax relics can be good. Alright, now which way are we going to go here? I don't know. I've never done it before. I didn't know how it was going to be. I'm just trying it out. So it's hard to say. Here we go. So I like the looks of this. We've got 2 elites separated by campfires up here, past the chest line, and another campfire. And then we can get a 3rd elite with a campfire right in front of it. The problem being, I want to go to the store. I've got so much money, but this path is so great. The other option that I don't like as much, these are all terrible, I don't even want to think about that. I could skip out on the campfire and go this way. I might just do that, to be honest with you, because I think a store at this point would be very helpful. But I don't know, this may be a mistake as well. We'll see. Yeah, interestingly, people keep saying they have ideas and stuff, and then they want to connect kind of off the platform, which makes me a little nervous, so I don't know about that. It makes me a little worried, too, because I didn't think anybody was going to show up here, so that when people are showing up, that makes me think something might be going on. But I hope not. I hope that's not the case, but I'm not sure how many friends I want to make that are going to be off of the website, you know? We can get 8 block here and a defend. Oh, look at all this energy I have. Oh, these guys suck though. Alright, we'll hit you first because you're powering up. You think you're clever. You think you're laying low there with your little arrow, but I know what you're about to do. I remember you guys. Nothing good happens with this. Okay, this is a very good turn. This is ideal. I don't even know what the best thing to do. I feel like this probably, followed by, I think I can take this guy out easily. I might be able to take them all out, right? Because I also got energy and a free stomp for some reason. Oh, okay, they're not dead, but that was a good turn. All right, and we can apply vulnerable like this and hit 9 twice and kill them. That was really great. I'm at full health. And I get a dex potion. Great stuff. Alright. We already have some AoE. I like this. This could be helpful. At the same time, we don't have any multi-hits. And we do have setup strike. So maybe this is going to be good for multi-hits for other exoskeleton type enemies that I don't have much of an answer for. Here's the hopper. What's he going to take? Interesting. 1, 2, that, and this is actually not going to exhaust yet, but, you know, what's he going to take? It's always interesting to see what it takes. He's got my evil eye! It knows! That's like my 1 block card. Damn, man. Okay. I almost want to do this. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Let's see about this. Yep, that was a good move because now I can do that. He's gonna be dead. Wow, that was easy. I know he sucks. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. This guy takes a card I want and I'm not winning. I save scum until I win. Like, I'm not. He's not. They don't take my cards, okay? They don't take my cards. They don't take my gold. That's where I draw the line. This is good because I've got some vulnerable going on. So now we can start thinking, we're into Act 2. I think it's fair to start thinking about scaling and synergy, and I think that drawing is still something that I need a little bit of help with. Let's think about what's happening in Act 2, though. Let me look this up. Act 2. Let's look for Slay the Spire 2. We're in the Hive. So I know Entomancer and Decimillipede are elites that we have to worry about, and I think the Prism Dorito Chip fella is an elite. Yeah. So the Prism doesn't like a skill. Prism doesn't like a skill, and one of my main vulnerable cards is a skill. Huh. Knowledge Demon. We're fighting the Sandworm, so we're going to want more energy. That's what I usually think of with Sandworm, because you want to play those frantic escapes. And block maybe a little more, but Iron Wave is not that good. We could also do this and lean towards Exhaust, but I just don't have a lot of Exhaust going on, so I think I'm going to take Vicious. I think that'll help us with the next few fights at least, and we can think about the elites when the time comes. Alright, we're at the store. I have almost 500 gold. Ooh, I like this. This is not bad, but I only have one power that I just got. Vicious. This is not bad, but I don't know if I'd buy it. That seems like a lot of shit to fill in my deck with. Another Anger would be fun, though. 1-2 punch is good, but it's a skill. We're trying to stay away from skills, maybe. Whenever a card is exhausted, draw a card. I like this. This would be good, because the thing about it is it works with my block, my limited block. It would beef that up, and I need some more block. But that, I think, yeah, the situation here with, which one is it here? Uppercut Rampage. Evil Eye. You have to exhaust it this turn, so that's not going to happen. I could take another Anger. I love Anger. This is probably what I need. This I probably need. But they're both skills, and I worry about the Dorito Chip because we are going to fight him. This doesn't seem that great because it's 2. Let's see what the upgrade is. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's expensive, man. Yeah, the next one's 0, but I don't know. Maybe I should take it. I think I definitely want Mummified Hand. And I think I need this. Skill or not, this is going to help with my next few fights, even though it's not good against Dorito Chip. And we're not dealing with the Mentalist, so that's okay. This might also help. I'm going to take this one first, because I don't think we can have both. Yeah, we can't. Okay. I can afford Brand. I like the strength. We could lean into HP. Play this 6 times with Burning Blood. I could also do a card remove. I think I'm going to take Brand. Although maybe Unrelenting is better. Yeah, I think Unrelenting is better because I don't have a lot of strength or HP stuff that goes well with that, or Exhaust. So I think I'm just going to take Unrelenting. I can still afford a couple potions. I don't love these potions. I think I'm going to do a card remove and get a strike out of here because I don't want my deck getting fat. Okay. Shops are hard. That might have been where I blew it all. Like, that might have been terrible. So feel free to share if you think that was a bad turn. You get a little breathing room with Ovacopter. So I will hit her with everything I have. I hate to be wasting my anger, but the Sown on the anger, but what's going on here? Have you seen this girl before? She's the Ovacopter. She lays eggs and they hatch. Look, it's a tough egg. They're so cute. I feel bad for them. All right. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, what if I did this? Bam. Bam. No, I told you I was gonna do it after. It's the insist. Oh my god. 16. Dare I? I think I dare.
The time is 4 p.m.
I forgot that she was gonna hit me, so. Alright, here we go. Now, Larry, you've got a little guy next to your, a Bubsy 4D next to your name. How do you get things like that? That's cool. Bam. Oh yeah, she's so dead. They're all dead. Killed a family. Oh, lucky tonic. Alright, burning pact. Now this... this might be good. That might not be bad either. And yet I think it is. This just sucks because I want it upgraded. So, I'm going to take this. Because I think I had a reason. Yes, I wanted to be able to get some exhaust for these status cards that are coming up, and I need a little more draw. So I think that is going to help me manage things a little better. I like Regent because you can control your deck a little better. I'm just playing a lot of Regent. Okay, what is this? Pillage? See, everybody's like, hit this guy, but I don't want to. Have you thought about that? Have you thought that I don't want to hit him because he hits his head on me? So I think what I'm going to do is this. Whoops. Hit this one. Oh, that one's asleep. Alright, now what are we doing here? Oh, you know what was dumb that I regret doing? Is not putting Tremble first. That was silly. Alright. Then we can do that. So that's into him. I'll exhaust a defend. Nice. Then we defend. Stomp, and then I will get an extra 4. Yeah, and then this guy's gonna hit his head. Very cool. And the slumbering beetle continues to slumber. Here's the thing. I don't even block. I hit this and that. And my question is, this is just better. Like, it's better than Thrash. So, this is kind of just going great. I'm at full health. We're on floor 23. It's not even a bad floor to be on. Do that. Look at that. It's great. I guess I'll just, I mean, may as well, right? I mean, it's happening. So, oh, I did waste a stun, didn't I? I don't know. That might have been a mistake, but maybe it wasn't, because look at this. Oh, shit. Would it be stupid if I just didn't feel like taking damage here? I mean, 12 is something, right? I just don't want to take it. Alright, we got 31 health left. He's going to do 18. What's the move? 13 block? Yeah. Just take that. Oh, nice. This is great, and I'm doing retain, so I can just see what I'm going to get. And I can hit him again. Great. This could be so much worse. I take 0 damage. And then, yeah, this guy's toast. Nice. Get a potion to replace the one. I like Barricade. I like Barricade. I don't have... This would help with my block a lot. I think that's a weakness in my deck at the moment. I mean, you saw me use that. Why on earth wouldn't I go this way? I don't know what I was thinking, but we're going this way. What are we upgrading? Barricade, drop that energy requirement down. I think that would really help me get it out there. And I think I will do that. That seems like a no-brainer. We'll see. Alright. There we go. So, I'm gonna look up the cycle of this prism, but I am pretty sure that, yeah. So he mostly does big hits, but every now and then he has this nasty multi-hit. And it's no good. I think this will work out because, yes, he's going to do 17 instead of 15. Horror of horrors. But look at all the attacks I'm about to play. Bam. 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 And oh my gosh, I have all this extra energy. Oh, I'm drinking this. And I'm drinking this. Oh, it didn't help too much, does it? I'm not taking any damage. Although, yeah, okay. Well, that was a waste. But we'll see. Alright, turn 2. 2 and 11. I think I'm going to start with... We're going to do this. 11 is not great, but have you considered how much damage... Oh, not Berdonus! Why? Oh, man. That wasn't what I was hoping for. But it was a possibility. I forgot that was an attack. Alright, let's do this. Okay, awesome. This is definitely not the time to be defending, so I will just take my 15 on the nose. 13 on the nose. Well worth it. This isn't bad. This is for sure needed. Could have used some extra energy though, that would have been good. I'm going to take 8 for absolutely no reason. Oh, I got ornamental fan, so just 3. Okay, great. It's an elite. What do you want from me? I think... Oh, 6 damage twice. I feel like this is probably the move to see if we can get anything better. There, that was a good one. So now I can do 16, 15 damage, 8 damage, and 2 strength. It's too late for that, I fear, so I'm going to do that. And we take 11. I am losing some HP here. I don't know if this is really what we want to be doing, but we can do that. I think this might be the end of him because it's 14 and then 18. Yep, goodbye. So we're 54 out of 80. We're still over half HP. We get a potion. Pen nib isn't bad. What are we going to do about this? I don't like exhausting things randomly. But if you get a chance ever to upgrade it, which I'm going to do, so I might just do this. Because heaven knows that Entimancer is going to be putting days all over the place, although we don't need to exhaust that, but it still stands. It's not bad to have some exhaust. Might not have been the smartest thing in the world, but we're going to upgrade our True Grit. Get a little more block going. And here we go. What I'm talking about, this guy's coming out swinging. He's got 24 he's trying to do. So let's do Tremble. Let's just drink this for the boss fight. Like, I'm not messing around. I feel like this is the move. Then we could also do this, though. Right? We hit the vulnerable one. I'm all over the place, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so we don't have to worry about... We're gonna take 2 damage here. And the great news is, although... Okay, this one's hitting me for 14. 20 damage. 9 damage plus, this will be 24, I think. That guy's gonna be toast. Goodbye. Then we can strike and stomp, I believe. Hit you. Now, do we have any block? We have a tiny amount because of our ornamental fan and our gorget, but Ooh, that does not feel too good. And do not worry, in case you were thinking, where did I? That's not a great sign. Okay, what does this do? Exhaust a random attack. Here's the thing. I'm tired of this, so let's do that. This is great, because now I can do this. Awesome. We've got one left. 20, 14. That's exactly how much we're going to do. Bam. And bam. Yeah. Didn't need all that block. Turns out this guy comes back, which this happens. It's a thing. It's fine. You don't want to panic. That's the important thing. Now this guy's going to do the most. We got 7, 12, 6 damage twice. Oh, this is 0. Perfect. Alright. Oh, this is good stuff. It's not going to help me right now. 12 damage twice. And 12 twice. This is not great. I think I'm going to do that. Do I kill it? I would take 6. If I block, I will take 9. So the answer is to do that. That's math. That's what I like about this game. You just sit down and think about it. Take a second. There's no rush. And then you're good to go. Finally, I might get to use this. That'd be cool. 15 block. That's 20. Kind of annoying is that. Dumb. That was not smart. Because if I played the anger at a better time, I could have gotten the bash in. But it's fine. It's okay. I'm not mad about it. I'm a little mad about it, actually. Yes, I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and get out. This one's doing 14. Alright, let's not lose our heads. 15 plus 9 is 24. Not too good. Don't like it. Let's try this. Yeah. Alright, let's do 11. So we've got 20, 30 that's being done. 16. I don't know about that. What if we did this? This is probably better. 15 plus 9 is 24. Plus another 9. Sorry, not 9. 11. Yes, we can kill somebody. Who should we kill? Who's doing the most? This guy. So we'll do this, and then we'll do that. Hello. That was scary. Oh, look, and we're going to get a free stomp in. So fun. As well as some block. Exhaust or defend. We can do 13 to both of these guys. See, we're getting somewhere. I'm having a very good feeling about this. Alright. Twin Strike is 4 damage twice. And then this is 11 damage. Okay, so this guy, we're done. We did it. Unless my math is way off. I tried to get me there with that last HP. Don't think I didn't see. All things considered, 64. You get a Venerable Tea set, and now I want this. I get why people would think this is the move. But the problem is, the problem with Stampede that I ran into last time, I don't know. It's pretty good. Maybe I should take it. Because I was thinking if we fight the Queen, or that fog guy, the living fog, you end up in these situations where Stampede is useless because it's trying to play a bound card or a skill. Well, I guess not a skill. But I don't know. I like the control here, but I'm thinking this might actually be the move. Because I have no reason to think that we're going to definitely fight the Queen. And even if we do, she's a long way off. We have to get all the way through Act 3 and this other elite here, and the Sandworm. So it might be time to scale. And this does get more energy efficient too if you could upgrade it, which I think I'm going to right now, due to the fact that I'm doing great on health. Now again, we're at Ascension 0. I keep thinking like, wow, I'm so good at this game. No, I'm used to playing at Ascension 10. That's why it feels easy. And nothing about this is easy. This is most unpleasant. Let's do this. I'm gonna hit the guy who's gonna be doing the least health. I like this. Do that. Do that. This is a very helpful card. Tragically, that's not going to trigger, but we are going to have 16 block, and that's enough to get us through without taking any damage. So we're starting at 64. Let's see if we can perfect this. Probably not. These guys are rough. I don't like them. Exhaust a card, draw 2 cards. Sure. This is not bad. We can do that, of course. Obvious move, and then can't quite. I'm gonna hit that one because he's strengthening. All right, we've got 10. I mean, I can just do this. It doesn't hurt. And then we just wait. It's a little boring, but better safe than sorry. Here's what we can do. So we're done with him. And then we're done with him. So we actually end this combat with more HP than we started with. Hi Freya. I am doing well. Thank you for joining. We're playing some Slay the Spire 2 here. Ooh, I like this, but in reality, not so good. I want the Pommel Strike. I want some more draw. And some more attack. Thanks. How are you doing? Do you play Slay the Spire? Is this a game you like? Well, the next I play, attack or play. Okay, we gotta be smart about this. 1. Okay, so I think this is bullshit. And I think, wait, why is this 0? This keeps happening. I'm very confused. Oh, it's this, of course. Great. So I think that doesn't... I think this wears off at the end of your turn, to be honest. I'm going to be drinking that. Let's see here. Definitely want that. Fuck. Well, this doesn't do anything for me because I have an exhausted shit, so we're going to just let that go. You don't play this game, you play other games as well. What other games do you like? Always looking for recommendations. I'm really liking that Equilibrium. I'm glad I was able to afford it. Alright, 13. He's gonna hit me for 6. Oh, he's gonna hit me for nothing because I forgot about my plating and my gorget and all the good stuff. Rampage, bash. Ooh, bash into Rampage. As the experts. Oh, my barricade! I didn't know! I didn't know! I don't know why that happened. There must have been a reason. Oh boy, this is a mess. This is gonna leave a mark, I fear. Here we go. Oh, he's not quite dead. That hurts. Oh, that really hurts. And I have no potion. I'm gonna take 25 that I probably could have avoided. Valorant, that's a good one. Elden Ring is one I want to play. But they look really hard. It looks really hard, I should say. They only attack. Alright, finally. Too little, too late. 6 HP heal, no good. Alright, Rupture? No. I think Evil Eye upgraded might not be bad, especially since I'm leaning into Exhaust. But we're up to 31 cards, so that's not good. Rest or Smith? Am I crazy if I rest? I feel like maybe. This is the only game that I play. and not that well, which is why I'm doing this. Alright, where are we going to start? Oh, I got the gambling chip. I don't need this. One draw. What a shame. Annoying. No, this was stupid. Why did I do that? This doesn't even do anything. I don't know why. That was a bad hand. Do you have this though? Let me get this out. Oh, nice. Okay, it could be worse. I'm taking 5. Alright, what does this do? Probably only have 3. Set up. Village. That was good. Major evil eye. I should probably do this. Oh, if I rampage, I will be able to stomp. Yeah, I hope it's worth it. I better be drawing the frantic escape soon. What's the perfect time? Right. That worked out. Okay. Just not gonna panic. Still taking 10. Need the frantic escape. This is nice. Oh boy, not good. Ouch. Okay, we're down to 21. We're getting a little too close. Well, this is the end for me. Couldn't quite do it. Oh wait, yeah, perfect damage. What? Oh, that worked out. I can't believe it. I don't. This is my first time. Exhaust your hand, deal 7 damage to each card. Exhausted, exhaust. I like this. I'm gonna take this. This seems good, but I don't think that I'm having more energy than I need, so I'm not gonna lean into that. Now, thank goodness we are in Ascension 0, so we do heal back up to full health. Yeah, I'm definitely taking this. I need more block. Alright, we have a lot of gold again. We're fighting the queen. Okay. So for the queen, we need to think about draw and retain, I think. That would be my guess. Early shop is here. We have late shop here as well. I wonder. I almost don't even want to go for the elites. Because, like, why put myself through that? We could hit the late shop with a ton of gold. But then, if I have a lot of gold, we could also do, like, a card remove. Definitely want the extra fire, so we're not hitting that shop. I've got a lemon cookies from 7-Eleven. It is their name brand, and they are really good. Sorry if it is gross. Bam, 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 bam. Probably that one. Okay, good. Oh, that's not good. Okay, exhaust this. Great, we need this, that, this, and that. Too bad about my sound, but what are you gonna do? Do you? What do you like to stream? What games? It's not gonna work. Oh, I should have thought about that. This goes to here, and I still have to take 12, but it's actually 0. Alright, 21. What if we just didn't take it? Alright, 30. This is exciting. I feel like I want to do this. Okay. Ouch and yikes. That'll do it. I think armaments is a good one. I'm taking that. Upgraded? Yeah. But we have too many cards in, so need to start slowing it down. I don't think we need 5. Is there any draw here? Any draw? Any draw? I don't know. I kind of like it though. I need more block. Let's think about this. This is 10 block plus 17. 21. Can I kill either of these? 8. Actually, wait, 9. And then this will be 12. It's 21. And then I will do 11 twice. Actually, a lot more. Yes. It's almost too much. So this will be 8 plus 11 plus 28. 19, 46. So I can kill him. And then I'll be fine. That is the answer. So actually, probably that, right? Whatever, dude. Start there. Hit that, that. And then that's the end of him. And what's really a shame is that all that second hit got wasted. But we don't lose any max HP. What is it here? Anything powerful? Got some zeros. It doesn't hurt. Kind of want to do this. Yeah. That's too expensive, I fear. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. Yes, I can. I said, what do you play on your stream? That was my question for you. And you did not answer. This is going to be painful unless it isn't. Because that can die. Whew, that worked out. Not going to need that. Alright, just one left to go. So far, no problems. This is good. We definitely want to hit that. That one. Definitely that. And then we can do this. Is that enough block, you think? Elden Ring. Oh, I think you mentioned that. And I said I wanted to play Elden Ring. But it seems really hard. Like, experienced gamers take a long time to beat it. No, I'm not falling for it. Alright, what should we replace? He's gonna give me 10 bad things. I like all this. I don't need this though. Great. Nice. Oh, I should have done that first. So silly. Oh yeah, I play musical instruments. I do fiber arts. I just went today to the quilt store to get some equipment to start making my first quilt. Knitting, crocheting. I wrote a novella that I'm working on editing. I'm programming my own game. I have too many hobbies. Way too many. It's a problem. It makes it hard to do like real life stuff. What about you? Oh boy, here we go. Exhaust a card, draw 2 cards. I wonder if it's, oh, you know what? Oh yeah. It's an issue. Like that. And that. Huh. I keep the damage. $33? Are you joking me right now? Okay, we'll worry about that in a second. Because I can assure you we're not taking that. Any block. Oh no. Well, it's a little late for this, but maybe it'll help later. Freelancing. That's not much of a hobby. That's more like a, you know, job. But good for you. I'm impressed. What kind of comics do you read? Sorry if the energy's dropping a little bit. I'm trying to figure out how to win this. Come on. You're so close. There we go. Goodbye. Right before that 36 was gonna hit too. Yikes. Okay, body slam. I don't think so. Next. Solo leveling is your favorite. I don't know what that means. Is that a comic? This doesn't help. That doesn't help. That doesn't help. Okay. What are we gonna do? I think this is the one to start with. I can't remember. It's a shame about that. Nice. I wish I had Pale's Tears. That would be good. Alright. Rage, of course. Get Unrelenting. That one's dead. Pommel Strike you. Can't use that. I should have known that wasn't that bright. Oh, cool. Forgot about my sewn. What do we do here? Pillage, Stampede, Setup. Huh. I feel like probably that. Great. And then we do, what is in here? Anything that I really need? I almost don't know. Damage though. Oh, that's not so bad. I almost killed him. What was that? Must have been Stampede at work, but that's what worries me is sometimes I just don't have a clue. I better do that. Okay. Whoop, careful. That was a close one. Alright, so we only take 2. Oh. Jeez. Take 1. Alright, we're almost done here. We can finish him with this. Goodbye. And we are off, better off than we started. I don't think we took any damage. 5 damage. Why do I feel like this could be great if I drew it at the beginning? And yet, I don't think it's worth it. I think I'm just gonna skip. Okay. Next hallway fight. I forgot about this guy. His name is Globehead. He is going to hurt me. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna do this. Right, start this first, then this. Yeah, good stuff. Because the thing is, I want to play both these powers. Definitely that one. Let's sneak this guy in. And then we can afford... I'm gonna take 6 damage, are you kidding me? 6 damage. Is that worth it? I don't think so. Maybe I will actually do that. Okie dokie. It's turn 1. 6 times 3. That's annoying. Let's see what's around the corner here. Oh, perfect. Exhaust that. How this applies. I can worry a little less about the damage. Alright. Armaments Rampage. Kind of just want to oh, nice. That hits twice and I got 2 copies of that. That's pretty cool. If that one had hit twice, it would have been awesome, but I'm still not taking any damage. And I think we're gonna walk out of this pretty, yeah, better off than we started. We're up to 73 again. I think that's what we were at the beginning, so the same. Ooh. Bruh. That would not be bad for the queen. I recently saw a video from Caleb Gannon saying that's a good one for the queen. I wonder if I should upgrade that one, actually. Oh, was that already upgraded? Upgraded 1-2 punch is not bad. I think I'm gonna do that. Although, for the queen that might have been a mistake. Great. I'm kind of sick of Thrash. I feel like it has not helped me that much. Definitely gonna upgrade this anger. I think. Maybe this, actually. Upgrade the anger next time if we get the chance. Here we go. This guy is annoying. This isn't bad, this isn't bad. I don't care about that, to be honest. I don't think I need this either, because I'm gonna have 11. Oh, yeah, that'll be fine, so I'm gonna do that. Good, we'll do that. This, and that, and that. Just in case. Alright, here we go. Yikes, that is no good. I'll have 10, it could be worse. Yeah, I'm gonna take 1. I think that was the right calculus. Alright, we got pillage. I don't want to do that. I'm like this to get that going. No. I don't want to draw something important. Oh. I didn't think of that. I forgot about that with Rampage. So good news is we have barricades. We got to keep that. Oh, this is perfect. That could not have gone better if I had prayed to the Lord for it to go better. That was so good. Oh, this is going to be a great fight. Look at how much block, and I can save it because I have barricade. Alright, so we can do, yes, 15, 0, 1, that, this, and we can even block. Not that we need to, because I have a lot of block. And then we just gotta get through this guy. 12 damage twice should do it. Yep, goodbye. We're almost back up to 80, our starting health. Another Trumbull wouldn't hurt. We already got 35 cards. But the thing is, it does feed into exhaust. I don't think I'm going to take it. I feel weird about it. So we're going to skip that. We're going to go... We're going to go camping. Because I want to do some more upgrades, right? We could upgrade our... I play Unrelenting a lot. I play Stomp a lot. I play Setup Strike a lot. I kind of think Unrelenting is the move. Although, yeah, I think this is probably it. Because I feel like when the draw's a lot, sometimes I draw past something that I want to have later, and that's always a big regret. I don't think we need this. Although, you know what? It's because I want some draw, man. Oh, let's see, we're gonna have 11 block. So this would take care of block. I almost don't want this yet. Let's see. Oh yeah, that was the right move, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm gonna do that. Sure. Just get some hits in. Great. No damage. He's gonna summon a minion. A very annoying behavior that nobody likes. 7, 10, maybe for 34, are you kidding me? I want the barricade so bad, I think I need it for this fight. Oh, this might be a mistake. Okay, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do that, and then we're just gonna pray. Oh no! The defend was 0 because I played a power. If I lose here, I can't be held responsible for what I do. Oh my gosh, this is too many. Okay, 11. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. Then we're gonna do that. Oh boy, that's no good. We're gonna do that. I probably should hit the one up there because now we're gonna take. Oh, well, that's good. 11. Ouch. Alright, the great news is that people have shown up, so awesome. I'm gonna retain this so I can exhaust that howl. Bruh. The one time Thrash comes in handy. 27, 45. This guy's gonna fucking kill me. For sure it is. What are we doing here? 2 strength? I gotta get rid of you. Wait, what just happened? Okay, well, great. The Howl from Beyond was a good investment. Saved my life. Not quite, but pretty close. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tremble. Wait, no. Or wait, hold on. Bum bum. Yes. Strike. 11. What if I didn't feel like it, though? What if I didn't feel like... we're gonna do, it's not that deep. We're gonna do this. Oh, that might have been a mistake. Oh no, it was fine. I misadded real quick there. Got some extra block to hold on to. And we only have to need to do 21 here. 14. Goodbye. That's the end of that. All things considered, that could have been a lot worse. I think we are going to just skip along over to our shopping trip. Big drink, and we'll go here. I want this. Oh, I want that. I can afford both. I think I want this. And we're broke. I have no trouble spending my gold. It's never an issue. I don't think resting is the move. I feel like this is a very important decision and I don't know what to do. Maybe uppercut. Because I like that the weak and vulnerable, especially the weak, will last longer. Because I like not having to just take all that damage. Okay, what are we replacing? This is key. I think, wait, no. I think that for sure, and probably only that. Great. Alright, vicious. Then we will apply vulnerable. We can then do that. Do that. Oh, this is awesome. 'Cause this is the time to get the damage in, you know what I mean? Equilibrium. Have I exhausted anything? I feel like I have not. But like, it doesn't hurt though. This is a bummer, but I do want to get my finger going. I think I'm going to drink this, because when else am I going to drink it? Alright, people. Please, hurt yourself on me. Alright, we've got this guy down to about half. Now this is what's kind of a bummer. I would like to do this. But now I cannot defend. So I am going to take 18. Oh, nice. Here's my question. This should persist, but I think it doesn't. Oh, no, it does. Okay, good. I think that's fixed, because I feel like in a previous release of the game, it didn't. Okay, I have to do something with this. Fuck. Oh, man. Well, I gotta do this. This is the only one, right? It's free, too. It's a shame I wasn't able to exhaust it. 36. This is gonna hurt, but I have my fairy. And I'm only taking 13. Ooh, I'm glad I have that fairy. But I did fight these guys earlier, and I do feel like... damn. Here's the thing. The only thing I can do is this, because I'm definitely playing this. Even though it's mostly bad because it chains you, but it does also apply rage even when it's bound. So you get your extra block or your ornamental fan or whatever. Should I do this or that? I think this is the one. Ooh, 35. And I've got 37, so I'm not going to have to use the potion yet. This is definitely the time to do that. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. I'm only going to take 8. And she's going to hurt herself on me by hitting me so many times, which is kind of a skill issue. You know? Makes you wonder how you would be queen. Alright, the time is random attack. Hold on. Oh, damn. Exhaust a card. Okay, so if we hit this, then this will auto-exhaust Howl, which is exactly what I want. Now we are going to do the fairy now. Oh no, yeah, perfect damage. I would have been dead, but the fairy in the bottle brings us back. And she is going to take her sweet time on that. Do this. I know it's a shame. I almost wonder if I should do this. And I think oh, I can't afford it. Well, that was dumb. What a waste. Oh, and there's my dismantle. Goodbye. I'll miss you. I feel like I'm not going to make it. I'm not having a good feeling about this. Draw is necessary, and that's why I took all this stuff. Pommel strike or setup strike? I think pommel. Just in case. I definitely have to do that. Wait, so I take one. Actually, yeah, I don't take any because rage. I think I had rage again or something. I think this ornamental fan is going off like crazy too. All right. Well, I'm not taking... I do, so I take 6. I'm gonna take, yeah, 6. Could be worse. Could be worse. We just have to keep doing some damage. She's not even attacking. Life is good. Definitely think equilibrium is the move here. We can exhaust that. And hit that. Great. Alright, and then we're back in business with our retain. She's gonna hit me with, ooh. Yeah, this is the end for me if I can't. Definitely do that. You know what I wish I had? So I've got 3, so we can do bash. Actually, 13 times 5 is what? 50? 65? Here's what I'm thinking. Do uppercut. I can't do that. Bash and thrash. Right? Bash, thrash. Then we take anger. We get one back. We can evil eye. But I think... Oh, yeah, I didn't think about this. Right, wait. Should be able to do this. I don't get 2 energy for that. Oh, but now stomp is free. What do we have to do? 17 twice is really good. And then 18 will put me at 21. Sorry, not 21, 61. So 65. 65. So I'm going to take 22. Yeah, this is exact death, so I think I actually have to do this. But that's fine because then stomp's free. So that's 74. So I will live. Unless I have dramatically miscalculated. 84. Yeah, I should live. Yes, please hit me many times so that you take your thorns. And here we go. Obviously I'm going to do the pommel strike. 31. No way, this is not how I die. 8, 15. It's 34. Yes, and she's doing 31, so I won't die. Oh, but it's close. And we have to stop messing around. Fortunately. Am I having a stroke? Didn't we exhaust this? Whatever, it's over. Well, we did it. We lived. I think I did fine with the card picking, but I don't think the combat was that great. I think I made some questionable decisions during combat. So let's see what the AI thinks. Let's live up to the title of the video. Yes, yes, I know. Please don't make me do it. It's gonna make me do it. Clicking through. Yes, yes, I know. I know all about Meow. And it looks awesome. You guys did a great job with the art and the coolness of the unlocks and the cute little placeholders. Got some potions. Telling me what ascensions are. Gonna click through this. Gotcha. We got some relics. Oh yeah, we got Yes, we know who he is. I know this guy. Almost done. Silent is unlocked. I don't know. Would we play Silent next time? Tell me what you think. If I should play Silent next time or continue with Ironclad. I don't know. Hard to know what to do. But here's what we're going to do is we are going to go on Scry. Open up my OBS and hide this one and put this one up. Here we go. And let's pull up our Scry and see whether let me search here. Scry. Am I having a stroke because I just had this open and now I can't find out? There it is. Okay. Can I export this? Hello. It didn't take my, what is going on? Yeah. Here we go. What did it say 3 months ago? What is going on? Hello. This is so weird. It's like it doesn't even know. I'm wondering if it's because I have mods installed. I can't show you my Scry right now. Let me look. It's very weird. It's showing my most recent run is 16 hours ago region. How do I update it? Maybe if I reopen the game? I'm gonna try that. See if that gets this open. Alright, compendium. We can look here. My run history. Oh, you know what? It might be because I'm using a new profile. Let's see if I can add that to my Scry. Because you all came here for the AI stuff, right? That's the whole freaking point. Can I go to settings? Data stores. Yeah, let's do browse. Interesting. Where's the app data folder? That is always hard to find. Where is it? User Sarah app data. Users Sarah app data. Roaming. Slay the Spire 2. And then we go to Steam. Profile 2. And we can do saves and history. Let's select that. Alright. And then if I go here, yes, we have our victory, our Ironclad victory. Can I export this in any way? Is there any way to export it? Come on, there's gotta be a way to export it. Right? I don't think there is. Crazy. My stats. Count setting. Alright. Let's go to history. And what I can do is take a bunch of screenshots. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm simply going to paste them right in to the AI window. There's one. This is going to be very obnoxious, and sometimes it doesn't understand, like when you have to crop. Alright, so that should have gone in like that, and oh, was that the same one twice? Because I don't know about Oh, it's pasting in the whole. Whatever, that's fine. I think it's showing what I bought and stuff. This isn't bad. This is pretty good software. Alright. Print screen, paste.
The time is 5 p.m.
Oh, I bet it is. Print screen. Alright, combats. So this one goes down to the devoted sculptor. I'll just, I think you can only put in 10 images, which kind of sucks. Did not have that many relics when I think of it. So it's Act 2, F14. And then the campfires. Can I get one last image in? Yes, I can. Is it going to be like, you cannot send this? Alright, now I'm going to write my prompt. These are a series of screenshots from the Scry application for my A0 Ironclad run. Screenshots show all my monitors. Please ignore the ChatGPT window shown on the left. There is also likely to be some overlap between screenshots, so take that into consideration when analyzing. I know I made some mistakes during combat that cost me more HP than I necessarily needed to lose. Let me know if there is any further information from Scribe that I can provide. I want you to analyze these screenshots and let me know if you think there is somewhere I could have significantly improved and not had such a close call with the Queen in Act 3. As always, please do not guess about the nature of relics, cards, enemies, and always use the Slay the Spire 2 wiki and internet searches to find out about them. When in doubt, ask questions rather than making assumptions. And there's also instructions in this project for this particular stuff. Alright, let's see what it thinks about my Ascension 0 Ironclad run that I just barely won. And it is analyzing. Ooh, it's resizing and cropping images. I didn't know it could do that. I could probably crop out the ChatGPT part then that came in my screenshots. It's taking a minute. It's searching, it's looking for stuff, it's doing some research. I like that it's thinking and putting in some effort. I would not want a quick answer on this because I gave it a lot to look at. It was something like between 10 and 15 images, I think, and a lot of text, a lot of terminology to look up. I mean, it is interesting to see what I did. Added 48 cards and upgraded 10. There's no way. It shows where my HP went, where I went. Can I click into? It shows the cards that were offered, but I don't think I can see what happened, which is kind of a big bummer. Shows the combats, what they were. 4T, 6T. How many turns? I don't know what this necessarily means. And ChatGPT is still working. I really don't feel like I had that many relics. It's interesting to see how many times I use potions during regular combat. I think that is probably a better idea than I would normally think of it as being. Like, normally I'd say this for elites or bosses, but I think that using them during normal combats was actually really helpful. Hey, here's ChatGPT has gotten back to me. I already see several meaningful run level issues, but the screenshots do not show enough to judge the specific card plays that lost HP. Of course not. That's why I wanted to use the other mod that didn't end up working out. Scry is giving us floor outcomes, deck development, relics, campfire decisions, and total runs. Not the hand, enemy intense, cards plays, or damn it, I don't know why you can't just scoop that right out. Like, it should just, that should be easy. I swear, I'm so tempted to just vibe code a mod for it, but I know nothing about mods, and I don't want inaccurate stuff, and that seems like a rabbit hole. So I can identify where the run became fragile, but I cannot honestly say, for example, you should have blocked on queen turn 11 from this data. That's what I need to know. That's my problem, you know? The main problem, the deck became too large and unfocused. You finished with 34 cards. Yeah, I know. I always do this. This is one of my biggest run level issues, is taking too many cards. I think I do really well in Act 1 and Act 2, but Act 3, I don't have the discipline to skip as many as I should. Only 10 upgraded cards. Yes, you also accepted cards at a very high rate. By my count, you added roughly 24 counts from rewards plus whatever came from other sources. That's the thing, is like when I first started playing, I thought there was something wrong with me for buying cards at the shop. Because you're not supposed to, right? But, like, some good players do buy cards at the shop. And I think I was happy with the ones I had. Your final deck still had 4 strikes and 3 defense, so this was not a large deck produced by replacing the basics with tightly synergistic cards. Synergy, though, ChatGPT is a bit of a rabbit hole. It isn't always the best thing. It was essentially the starter deck plus several partly overlapping packages. Well, you're not going to get perfect synergy. I kind of disagree with that premise. The resulting deck contained a barricade block retention plan, a stampede attack heavy plan. Well, yeah, you're going to want to do both of those. That's how the game works. Rage and Ornamental Fan is attack-based block. Yes, which was useful for things like the Prism. I think that worked for me. Some strength scaling, vulnerable weak support. Yeah, the strength scaling was a little iffy. I don't know if that was really, like, if I could go back in time, would I take Setup Strike again? Maybe not. Several standalone damage cards, yeah, but you need those. Exhaust tools, but not enough concentrated exhaust. Yeah, I know. Mummified Hand, but only 3 powers to trigger it. Yeah, but, I mean, that didn't hurt me. None of these elements is individually unreasonable. The trouble is that a 34-card deck makes it difficult to draw the right combination at the right time, especially against Queen, whose chains of binding restrict the first cards drawn by making them bound. But I do feel like my retain and my draw and having a lot of cards kind of did offset the bound a little bit, right? Like, did you guys get that sense? Because I did. Only 1 bound card can be played each turn, so yes, I know, you don't need to tell me. This is probably the single largest reason the queen fight lasted 18 turns and became dangerous. The defensive plan was thinner than it looked. Barricade is powerful, but it does not itself create block. Yeah, that was probably a big mistake. I think Barricade wasn't worth it. It was expensive, and I only used it in that one fight against the frog on the beetle. But it was really good there. I didn't have to worry on that one. So here's the defense. Incidental weak from uppercut / evil eye. No, evil eye doesn't do weak. Possibly stampede freeing energy by playing an attack. Yeah. This is not nothing, but it's not a reliable... Yeah, it was a bad Barricade engine. I probably should have left Barricade on the table. I don't think it was worth it overall, and I don't think that it made the difference between winning and losing. It just kind of got in the way and made the queen fight harder. I would agree with that. Most questionable additions are not necessarily bad cards. They are cards that enlarge the deck without solving its central problem. The additions that would scrutinize most are Pummel Strike. Pummel Strike? You mean Pommel Strike after the Act 2 elites. Draw is useful, but another ordinary attack was compete. No, this is incorrect. I think Pommel Strike was a key card for me. I mean, feel free to disagree. Hey, we've got one. Aya0289. Thank you for showing up. Yes, this, you have taken the bait. I put this title and I'm doing this to get people like you in here to be like, hey, you don't need to use AI, and then you're going to tell me. You're going to tell me how to get better. Because I am trying to improve the game. I don't rely on AI. This is my first time doing this for a few weeks as I've stagnated at A10 Regent. I've been playing with the idea of doing a stream like this to try to bait people in to tell me what to do better with the run. Now, tragically, you've only come in at the AI part, but maybe you can tell me where the AI is wrong, because I'm trying to get things like this. Like, for example, I did not know that it is pretty common to end up with around 30 cards. I usually feel pretty bad if I'm in Act 3 with over 30 cards. I feel like I've overdone it. So knowing that that's not the end of the world is useful information that I got from you, and I reeled you in with the AI bait. So thank you for the advice. I will keep that in mind moving forward. Now, what else are we saying here? The additions I would screw. Okay, so this was, I think, a good card. This is just a total incorrect. Pommel Strike was a key card. It got me out of some sticky situations, and it was better damage than strike. I didn't have a second equalize, so this is a total hallucination. I don't know about Howl from Beyond. I got it late in the game. I felt like it was useful in several cases. I don't know if it was the difference between winning and losing, and it may have diluted my deck too much, too close to the end. I got it because I had some exhaust, but I wasn't able to exhaust it in the queen fight, so I think it ended up getting in the way more there. Armaments in Act 3, I agree, I shouldn't have gotten armaments. That was a mistake. I will not be doing that again. It's not enough block to be a good block, and the upgrades just weren't that high value, even with the upgraded armaments. I got it for that effect. Dismantle, Stomp, Pillage, all of these were really good for me. These were actually really good and performed really well, so this is completely wrong. These were some of my strongest cards that carried me through. You did skip many later rewards, which was good. The deck had simply already accumulated a lot of material by then. Yup. Barricade plus a much denser block package. No, I should have left Barricade on the table. Stampede, Rage, Ornamental Fan with a lean, high throughput attack deck. This is kind of where I was leaning towards that I think went better. We were trying to support both. Yeah, I always do that. The Act 3 route exposed the weakness before the Queen. The sharp warning was the Slime Berserker fight where you lost 38 HP despite entering Act 3 at 94. That's actually true. That was a rough moment that really exposed some weaknesses. I think I'm not that excellent. I only have A10 in multi, and my single player characters vary from A6 to A8, but armaments is good in A1 and good to upgrade in A1. If it's A3, kind of awkward. Yeah, that was a huge mistake. I definitely regret that. I would not do that again. If I had lost, I would be like, I deserve to lose. But at A0, come on. I shouldn't be losing, even if I make several mistakes. I actually don't have A10 in multi yet, weirdly. I think I've only gotten to A8 with some of my friends at multi. Okay, where are we doing here? Yes, the Slime Berserker fight was a disaster. Globehead was easy. Frog Knight is usually a huge problem for me, so I was really proud of how well that one went. But again, it was this weird edge case where the Barricade really worked well for that fight. And it didn't really show up for me in the other fights. So I don't really know what to make of that, and that's the kind of thing I was hoping AI would like, or somebody in the comments baited in by AI might be able to tell me about why it worked so well for that fight but not for other fights. Fabricator. Who's Fabricator? This is so sad that I don't even know their names yet. Let me look him up real quick. Okay, that's the little mouse and the robot. Yeah, he sucked. But that fight surprisingly went really well compared to how it usually goes for me because of, I think Howl from Beyond saved my butt in this one, which again is like a card that I probably shouldn't have taken, but it paid off in that particular fight. So it solved early fights, but it caused me problems with the Queen. And I don't feel like I hear people talking about that. And dropping from 78 to 53, correct me if I'm wrong, but 53 is over half health even if you're at your base 80. So is it the end of the world? Like, you are going to spend some HP in some places. And I think the fact that I got out of there with over half health is not terrible, but definitely could be better. So yeah, maybe some less bullshit like the block stuff. wasn't so good. Definitely armaments is a big regret. Inconsistent defensive draws rather than a deck that was merely unlucky. Oh, definitely. Fabricator is a normal glory enemy that summons bots, so a slower deck can be punished if it cannot control the developing board quickly. I did feel like my deck was a little slowish, but just because there's so few powers, and by the time I had 34 cards there, it was hard to get the scaling up. And that's something I should have thought about, and I didn't think about it until now. Fabricator combat log. Yeah, you and me both. Losing 31 there may reveal the exact problem that later reappeared against Queen, perhaps delayed setup, attacking the wrong target. I definitely attacked the wrong target a few times. I was not sure who I should be attacking. And I didn't look up the turn order for those, and I don't have them memorized, so that was also probably true that I didn't kill something before its dangerous turn. I should have looked up the cycles. You reached the final rust site at 53 and upgraded uppercut rather than healing. This is wrong. I had Fairy in a bottle, and you don't want to be... You want the upgrade, I think, if you're over half health, especially even without Fairy, but with Fairy, which I ended up needing. So that's kind of embarrassing. I'm glad that I got the upgrade. I can't remember what I upgraded. Let me look back here and see what I upgraded at the last rest site. Oh, uppercut. Yeah, I probably should have Smith uppercut earlier, because having the extra weak was great. You know, like that probably saved me a lot of HP, and I should have upgraded that near the beginning. I had that card the whole time and I never got around to it, and I was upgrading armaments instead of it, so that was probably not very smart. Alright, arrest with healed. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Enter 53, sustained 78 total, Fairy rise to 28 after lethal, finish combat at 3, burning blood heals 6, end at 9. Had you rested, you would have kept the Fairy. If you have a Fairy of the bottle sitting on your shelf at the end of a Slay the Spire run, can you gloat? Yes, but does it help you? No. I don't know, maybe that's the wrong attitude, but I feel like if I have it, I keep it in mind when I'm doing my mental math for going into the last boss fight. So resting would not actually have increased your effective health for that one fight. It would largely have substituted normal HP for the Fairy. Therefore, I would not call. So this is AI chaining words together, and then it's like, this is not a good idea. Let me talk through it. Actually, no. It's what I call the Tim Pool effect of AI, where it contradicts itself halfway through. It was risky, but mathematically defensible because you had the Fairy. It wasn't even risky at over half HP. Anybody who knows what they're doing would have made the same choice and wouldn't have needed the Fairy. So that's what worries me, is I think I didn't hit the combat. This was A0. You fought a large number of elites, strong relic bar. I feel like I had no relics, which is weird. Can't really attempt to analyze much. Okay, thanks for your advice and have fun on your run. I hope you guys win. Hopefully I will get to do that too later. But thank you for your advice. I appreciate it. The bait is for people like you, so have a good one. This is hilarious. Several additional utility relics. This is a meaningless phrase. You also use potions frequently rather than hoarding them. Yes, this is a big lesson that I've learned. I used to hoard them. Now I just drink. I err on the side of drinking them too soon. Took 4 Act 3 upgrades and correctly preserved Fairy for the boss. Queen's Fight is designed to produce awkward card access through Bound. And that's the thing, is that Equilibrium that I took was really smart for the Queen, and I think it saved me. So I'm happy. It was not merely a fluke win, but it definitely could have been better. Deck Discipline. Yup. Turn by turn, Queen log, followed by yeah, so these were the bad ones. I think I need to look into, I think for next time, I don't know about Fabricator. I'm sorry, Slime Berserker. Next time what I would do is I would go to the wiki and actually like look for some of these like Fabricator where it's like, I don't know who I'm supposed to be hitting. And I think that would save me a lot of damage. I also think the Queen is a bit iffy because I know that some experts will hit the Queen herself first. But I think for most of us that's like a death sentence, so I didn't want to risk it because the guy in the front does a lot of damage and I wanted to get him out of the way. But more AoE would have helped. So anyways, thank you to everybody who watched. It was really kind of everyone who followed and who watched and who had stuff to say, and I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys again someday. But that is the end of the stream. Goodbye.